Hi guys, welcome back to the bibliothèque. It's been a hot minute since I did a video. Yeah, but we're in lockdown, so I'm doing a video. So today I'm doing something different. I'm doing a reading vlog, and basically what a reading vlog is, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm going to choose a book. I've already chosen a book, and then I'm going to read the book. I'm not going to film myself reading the book, but I'm just going, like, as I read the book, I react to it. Say I read a certain percentage, like 15% of the book, I give my opinion so far, update you on how the book is going, things like that. Yeah, so I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know, I can't say 24 hours because I don't know how my day is going to be. It's already 1 in the afternoon, so I doubt I'm going to finish it today, but probably tomorrow, I think. So the book that I am reading is titled Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I have read 2 of Colleen Hoover's books that were part of a series, and she's quite popular on booktube and book talk. She is recommended by a lot of readers. She's a very good writer from the 2 books that I read, and she's quite PG, so for those who don't like smart, it's a very good book. She's a good writer, not a very good book, she's a good writer. So yeah, so I'm going to read the blurb, that part where you get to know what the book is about. I'm going to read it to you guys so you get the idea of what I'm going to be reading. Right, okay, so Ugly Love, an unforgettable love story that breaks all the rules. When Tate Collins finds airline pilot Miles Archer passed out in front of her apartment door, it is definitely not love at first sight. In fact, they wouldn't even consider themselves friends. But what they do have is an undeniable mutual attraction. He doesn't want to love, and she doesn't have time for a relationship, but their chemistry cannot be ignored. Once their desires are out in the open, they realize they have the perfect setup as long as Tate can stick to 2 rules: never ask about the past and don't expect a future. Tate convinces herself she's okay with it, but soon realizes that it's harder than she thought. Will she be able to say no to her sexy pilot when he lives just next door? This new romance from Colleen Hoover will have you laughing and crying in equal measure. Definitely her best book yet. Yeah, so I read from many books, anyone who didn't know. Yeah, and so I will start reading and I will get back to you and let you know how the book is going. Yeah, so I have read the first 3 chapters of the book. It's going well so far. So Ted is a 23-year-old lady who has a degree in nursing, and she is pursuing her master's, but she needs to get a job, yeah, as she is pursuing her master's. And in the meantime, before she settles down, like finds her place, gets the job, nini, she's moving in with her brother. And so when she's moving in, she finds this guy passed out drunk at the door, and so she has like a hard time going in the house. And so she calls her brother because her brother is not home, and then the brother is like, okay, let me call a friend of mine called Miles. He lives in the apartment complex, he'll come help you out. And it turns out Miles is the drunk at the door. So the brother is like, okay, I need your help, get the guy in the house, like let him sleep in the house, and then when he wakes up, he'll realize where he is and he'll go home to his apartment. Yeah, and so that's basically what happens. Chapter 2 is basically Miles' POV, point of view, and it's 6 years earlier. And the 4th chapter that I'm about to read is also Miles' POV, but 6 years earlier again. So I think we're going to go like that. But so far so good. We're getting to see, I think we'll get to see why Miles is the way he is, like what happened to be the way he is now from the 6 years earlier. Yeah, so basically that is what I've read so far. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll come back after I read a few more chapters and I'll let y'all know how the book is coming. So yeah, so I don't know which chapter I am in. I know I think almost close to, I'm like page 90 something or 80 something there. I like Colleen Hoover's writing style because, like I said earlier, she's quite PG. Okay, mpaka kwenye nimefika, it's quite PG, but that doesn't mean it's not intense, because let me tell you, you know those moments where you need to stop breathing for a minute. I'm telling you, I'm reading a full page, 2 pages, and my heart is beating so fast. It's just, yeah. So, and it's a very good book. It has a lot of there's good character development, mostly because of the past, present. I'm not going to disclose anything about the past because I feel that's where the source of the story is. Kwa nimefika, Tate and Miles have had those intense moments, and so they decided to have the whole, it's basically a friends with benefits because it's purely physical, no emotions, nothing. The girl definitely feels something, but she wants the guy, so she's willing to take what she can get. And at this point, the guy is like, I don't want to fall in love, I don't want to love anybody, and I don't want anyone to love me, but I like you and I'm attracted to you. So if you're cool, if you're down, you know, yeah. So they've established that, like upon Pomefika, where they're like, I think, discussing rules and yini. So it's a very good book, very intense. So yeah, so I'm excited to continue reading. Yeah, so yeah, so saizi I've reached page, I don't know, I'm not checking the chapters, so I've reached page, I think, 160 something, which is already half of the book. So I'm probably going to finish the book tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, so far I am already in love with this book. I'm obsessed. Honestly, in the beginning, when I read the first 3 chapters before I did the introduction, it was, you know, I it was interesting, but I just felt it was going to be another book. But after the 3 chapters, like basically now when the story builds, when it gets momentum, it's just phenomenal. I have been reading since 1, after I did the first part of the video. I'm not going to read past the point where I've read now. Yeah, so far they've already how do I put this, they've had their interactions with their benefits in their friendship. And when I said it's PG, when I said Colleen Hoover writes PG, clearly it was just that one book. This book, it's not PG, but it's not explicit, it's not smart, it's just hot steamy scenes that they have. It's not very descriptive, so yeah, but basically it's a very good book. I am enjoying reading it. So you'll find in every 6 years earlier, whatever happens in the present is significant, because it's basically him and his ex, basically what happened with his ex that made him the way he is all these years later. So you find the significance in what happened with them, and there's something like, you just know he's going to fall for her or he's falling for her, and it is so beautiful and it is so lovely. I'm telling you, bruh, when I am reading this book, I am like, I stop breathing for like a few seconds, and it's just it's just it's I don't know how to describe it. I just know it's very intense, and just the way Tate interacts with Miles, and Miles is quiet and broody, which makes him all the more intense. Good stuff, good stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to stop reading at this point, and then I'll pick up tomorrow. And yeah, hi guys, back again. It's Friday and it's 1. So I woke up and I continued reading from where I stopped yesterday. Basically, at this point, This book, the book I'm not going to forget like anytime soon. When we see Miles's past, I just know something shitty is going to happen. But anyway, basically, they've continued with their arrangement. They are still friends with benefits, but at some point, it became too much for Miles, and he stopped it. So I'm not going to say anything else. But at this point, they're still seeing each other. They've re-established the rules after their first break from the arrangement. They've re-established the rules. This girl is so gone for this guy. Tate is so gone for Miles, but she can't, or rather she doesn't want to stop this arrangement. This guy's told her, I will never fall in love with you, I don't plan to. And she's hurt, but she's still staying for some reason. Right now I'm in page 230 something or 220 something. I'm almost done, so the next clip I'll be doing is when I'm done with the book, probably give like now like just like a brief synopsis of everything. And yeah, so I will see you when I finish the book. So I finished the book, Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and that is the worst love story I have not I've ever read, but it's one of the worst. I was right, something bad happened, but it was worse than I expected personally, because what I guessed is not what happened. It was worse, and it broke my heart. I honestly didn't see how this book would turn out to be a happy ending. It was just, yani, that's the kind of love I just want to read about. Like, it should never happen in real life. Like, those people were so broken. Overall, on the book, def recommend 100%. Read the book. Colleen Hoover is definitely a good writer. I like her style. She's sort of poetic. I love the way she deals with emotional stuff. Even in the past two books I've read, she deals with emotional stuff really well. Like I said earlier, this book is not PG, but it's not explicit. So yeah, it starts off okay. It builds momentum. It becomes intense and exciting, and you want to really know what happened. And then when you find out, it breaks your heart, and you can only hope that the ending is what you expected it to be. Yeah, so we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've reached up until this point, I've enjoyed doing this reading vlog. Those were my like genuine what I thought of the book and reactions. And yeah, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do more reading vlogs or just like more book recommendations, things like that. We're in lockdown. You know, we hope the situation gets better. In the meantime, you know, take a book, read, pass time. Yeah, cause we're in lockdown. So yeah, so read a book. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching the bibliothèque. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share on your socials, follow me on my social for more book updates and recommendations at Muihaki on Instagram, and I will see you in my next YouTube video. What am I doing with my hands?